There is growing concern that the next general and regional elections will once again dissolve into public unrest unless improved systems are implemented at GECOM. Assurances by the Guyana Elections Commission that there are quote-unquote safeguards to prevent multiple voting, vote impersonation, and other forms of quote-unquote skullduggery, the term they used, appear empty in light of what transpired in 2020. There are facts that the Commission seem not to be addressing. Fact 1, votes were cast in the name of deceased persons. Fact 2, immigration records revealed that votes were cast in the name of persons who were out of the jurisdiction on polling day. Fact 3, the recount showed that pertinent documents were not placed in ballot boxes as required at the end of polls. These alone should have informed GECOM that the electoral system is weak and needs a revamp. Instead, the Commission continues to issue press releases on a regular basis. When was the last time the Commission held a community public education meeting or a session to educate first-time voters? When was the last press conference? GECOM will not be allowed to hide behind press releases and use the law as a cop-out to avoid addressing the concerns of the electorate. From 2021 to 2024, the Guyana Elections Commission received some $16.7 billion. In 2021, the budget for GECOM was $4 billion, 22, $4.1 billion, 23, $5.2 billion, and in 2024, $3.5 billion. What did the electorate receive for that $16.7 billion? A local government election in 2023, a feasibility study that the Commission is studying and which has not been shared with the electorate, umpteen press releases, and nothing to suggest that the elections will see an improved system. This is GECOM's $16.7 billion rabbit hole that will take this country into unrest unless system weaknesses are addressed. The Alliance for Change acknowledges the limitations of existing laws, including legislation on removing names from the official list of electors and on the use of biometrics. However, 4 years after the unrest of the post-2020 polls, the Elections Commission has failed to offer any recommendation to the public on legislative amendments that would build public confidence in the polls. At present, public confidence is at its lowest, with many young and first-time voters questioning whether it makes sense to stand in line in rain or sun to vote. At the end of the day, it is the Elections Commission that is responsible for the conduct of the polls, and the failed system of 2020 will not suffice in 2025 or whenever the next elections is held, if sooner. GECOM should not have to be reminded of the EU's recommendation in its final report on the 2020 polls that, and I quote, the register of electors be updated well ahead of the next elections. And the same EU 2023 follow-up report that, and I quote again, the list remains problematic. Or of CARICOM's 2020 suggestion that, and I quote, the cleaning of the list should be the minimum condition for the 2025 elections. GECOM, the clock is ticking. The nation is watching and waiting.